Today we are going to discuss the assignment number 7 from dealing with materials data collection, analysis and interpretation. So let's go to the questions directly. So first question is like rate of chemical reaction or rate constant is a function of with temperature. The K is a rate constant for the reaction. It is exponentially related to the temperature. So here A is a constant, arene is constant. E suffix A is the activation energy for the reaction. R is universal gas constant. T is the temperature and absolute scale, which means like in Kelvin. So they're asking whether this equation can be written in linear form. We have done this kind of transformations our uh, uh, in our higher secondary education itself. Like it involves just simple math. Taking log on both sides will transform the exponential function to a normal algebraic function. Like taking ln on both sides will leave ln k is equal to ln e plus minus e a by rt. So this is how it will come. So here it is in the linear form because it satisfies the line equation where ln a is the intercept and minus e by r is a minus e by r is the slope. One second. So this can be attributed like 1 by t to ln k. So here the slope is negative slope. The slope L is given minus e by e a by r. So this is the linear form of the Arrhenius equation. So let's solve the second question. So the issue with the second question is like the data set is not given. Like they have mentioned like a node reaction rate or CSV, but the CSV file is not given. So this problem cannot be solved without the file. Instead, this second question acts as the input to the third question. So let's take the solution from this. The solution given for this second question is that slope is equal to minus 13,571.76 and the intercept is 29.14. So take this as input for the third question. So what's the third question? From the expression given in the question 1 and the data given in the question 2. So expression given in the question 1 means the Arrhenius equation, and data given in the question 2 means it is the slope and the intercept. So using these two we have to find the activation energy. So as I told before, like it is the slope. If we draw for the ln k versus 1 by t slope, ln k versus 1 by t plot, slope is given by e by r. So minus ea by r is equal to minus 13,571.7662. So negative signs will get cancelled out. Then ea is nothing but 13,571 into the R gas constant 8.314 will result in 112.835. Okay, the next question. So let's go to the fourth question. Fourth question is consider the measurements made by 4 different laboratories A, B, C and D for 4 samples. The result of the measurements are shown in the table. Carry out one-way ANOVA analysis of variance for the given table and indicate which of the following options indicate the results of ANOVA. Okay. In order to do the ANOVA, first you have to input all these values either from CSV file or directly as array. So what I'm here doing is I'm just giving as an input in the form of vectors, like I'm giving 75, 73, 60, 70. So similarly, after giving, I'm just telling it has to repeat like it has to repeat like A, B, C, D into 4 times. This values has to be taken in 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 as A, B, C, D. So that is what I'm giving, like in the factor and repetitions, um, 4 times. So then what I'm doing is like I'm trying to correlate the values with the log linear regression model. So model is equal to linear regression model LM will corresponds to the X tilde, that is the symbol to lab. So this will result in okay, then we are taking this model and doing ANOVA test. So in that we are getting the sum and mean square values as 442.19 and 147.396, and the F factor value as 14.066, and probability of the F factor to occur is 0.003. So it's very less. So what they are asking from this is okay. So this result one of the this result matches one of the options which they have given. So this is how we have to perform the ANOVA, one way ANOVA. Yeah. Okay, next question is also similar to the fourth question. So a research scholar in MEMS department of IIT performed a heat treatment. Okay, they have performed a heat treatment and they have collected the temperature data of the heat treatments and from 3 different furnaces, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 furnaces have each has five data points. So if she tests the hypothesis that 5% level of significance, she will accept the or she accept the hypothesis, or will she reject the hypothesis? That is the question. So in order to do that, first we have to test the null hypothesis. Like we use the ANOVA test again to perform this. So we give all the temperature data as an input in the form of array. Then we are correlating the temperature values to the corresponding furnaces. Like I am here naming it as A, B, and C, and each furnace has around 5 repetitions. It should take 5 repetitions. That is so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then I am doing the regression model fit. Then I am doing the ANOVA test. From this, what we can tell is the probability of that occurrence is less than the significance level, that is 0.05. So which means like the null hypothesis is rejected, and we can take the alternative hypothesis in this case. So null hypothesis is invalid. So it is divided. It depends on the value of the probability. Let's go to the sixth question. So the F statistic value obtained from ANOVA analysis of question 5 is okay. From the same question 5, they are asking us to find the F factor value. So once we have generated the probability, we are also left with the F factor value. It is 10.204. So this is the answer. Going to the seventh question. State whether true or false. The function QQ norm can be used to check if a distribution is normal. Yes, actually the QQ norm function's purpose is to check the data set whatever we are giving as input with a reference to the normal data points, which is as a reference. So if the normal data points, like this straight line here, if the given data sets uh, form a linear if it forms a linear line, then it follows the normal distribution. So this is how the QQ norm is used to find the used to check whether the given distribution is normal distribution or not. So here what I have did is, like, I try to generate a data set with 100 random numbers. Seed is like the numbers which it can approximately close to that start with. So set C, I have kept some random 1 2 3. It's up to you. You can give whatever number you want, a non-zero number. So set seed as 1 2 3. Then I'm asking R norm means it will generate the random numbers using from the normal distribution. I'm generating 100 normal distributed random numbers, and I'm feeding it to x variable. So now I am trying to I'm plotting with reference to normal distribution for the given data set. Um, so QQ norm X will uh, try to plot against this sample quantities versus theoretical quantities. So once they fit, if it follows a straight line, it follows normal distribution. So in order to ensure that, we are drawing a straight line using the standard normal distribution data, which is the reference. So using that, we can see as a reference whether it is following the normal distribution or not. In this case, it is following the normal distribution because it is somewhat kind of overlapping the reference point. So going to the eighth question. The eighth question is like the command AB line is used to. Okay, the command AB line is used to draw multiple straight lines in the plot. Just to draw the straight line, we are using the AB line. But here we have to give give input as slope and intercept. Okay, you might have thought we could have used the same in the case of seventh question for giving the reference for the normal distribution, like that you would have thought. But the thing is, like, if you tell QQ line, it will automatically take the mean value and yeah, it will automatically take the slope and intercept value and plot the reference line, this QQ line. But in the case of AB line, we have to specify the slope and intercept. Here I have tried to draw. I have generated a scatter plot with multiple lines. So you can see. First, I am trying to generate 15 random values of x and y. So set seed 1 2 3, again same thing. Then x forming or norm. Sorry, x value will contain should contain a random normal distribution of 50 data set with mean phi and standard deviation 2. Similarly, normal distribution with 50 random variables with mean 10 and standard deviation 3. So I'm plotting x and y um, with scatter points, and I'm trying to um, draw the lines to see the trend. So I'm using AB line A0, then B is equal to 1, color is equal to red. So A0 means it is should start from the intercept 0 with the slope 1. Then if you see, um, that is in the red color. This is slope 1. This is the first command. Then for the second command, the slope is 0.5, still positive. It starts from 2. Yeah, it starts from 2. So and For B line, actually here they should have expanded to visualize it clearly. We'll go and start from 0. This is starting from 2. This is starting from 5. So that is what they have given. Intercept as 5 with a negative slope. That's why it is decreasing. And I'm giving as green. So this is how we can generate AB line to identify or just to look at the trend, how they are varying. So let's go to the ninth question. So ninth question has they have given the data set like temperature as a specific heat, and they are asking us to okay, to the first question. So I didn't copy the question, so let me check it once. The question is fit this data to a straight line and plot the residuals. One second. Okay, so first we have to plot them and we have to check and we have to fit this data with a straight line. Then they are asking us to plot the residuals as well. Okay. Okay. So and they are asking the slope of the fitted line is. So first to feed the data, we can do the similar thing. I'm saving all the temperature data sets and temp variable and specific data sets in CP. As a first step of this process. Then I am plotting the data by giving just the plot command temp and CP, and I'm labeling the X as temperature and Y as specific heat. I'm just giving them title as temperature as a specific heat. Then what I'm trying to do is like fitting the curve to linear, fitting the curve in linear trend. For that, I'm using the linear regression model, and I'm saving all the data all the resultant data values in model. So model will incorporate the linear regression values. Then all these values will be saved in model. Then I'm yeah. So now the question is like, what is the value of slope? To find the slope, what I'm doing is like a slope coefficient of the model. Coefficient of model means it can result in both intercept and slope. So if you give 2 here, it will only return the slope value, and if you give 1, it will only return the intercept value. Here we will give, if you give nothing, it will return both. So print slope means it will give both intercept and slope. As far as I have calculated, it is around 0.0058, but they have got the answer as 0.0062. It is close, but I don't know whether it is the issue with my program or their answer key. But we are getting close to 0.0062. So if you guys also get a different answer, please let me know. Like I can check and tell you like whether it's is there any error with my code or the way I have processed. So this is the way generally to get the slope value or intercept value using the coefficient command, coefficient of the given variable. So the next part of the question is in the 10th question. So for the 10th question, in question number 9, what can be said about the residuals from the QQ plot? Okay, for that we have to first plot the residuals. If you plot the residuals in QQ plot, then we will know whether they are whether they follow the normal distribution or just they're randomly distributed. For that, what I did is like I got the residuals from the model. Then residuals command will return residuals to the variable. Then I'm checking whether the residuals are following the normal distribution or not by using QQ norm of residuals. So this will plot the uh, residuals value in QQ plot, and you can see it follows some trend, but it is not exactly straight line, but it has some trend, and we can't tell like it is a completely randomly distributed. So if you take this question, there are options, right? The residuals are normally distributed about 0. So normally, as we have seen in the previous questions, normally distributed with 0 means it should represent some this kind of plot, but it is scattered. So they are the residuals are not random, like that is sure, because they are having some. So I have used this QQ line to give the reference. From this reference, you can see they are close to normal, but they are not random. They follow some, they follow a pattern. So this is the answer. So this is the answer given for the 9th one, but we have to ensure it. Okay. Here the answer is I had one or more straight lines in the plot with any slope or intercept. Here it's true. Rest of the things I think I have covered. Okay, yeah. With this, all the 10 questions for this current assignment is over. If you have any further doubts, you can write. Like if you feel like I'm covering the videos after the given deadline, and if you have doubts for the upcoming videos, upcoming assignments, means you can directly write to me to this mail. I can help you to solve the problems. To this mail ID, please send your queries. I can answer to it, and we can even have a specific session separately for whatever things we have covered, and if you have doubts, we can discuss there also. Thank you.